listening to the Loud Talk Podcast, powered by Hustle Killer.
You're listening to Loud Talk Podcast, powered by Hustle Killer. It's motherfucking Bernie Mac. You listen to motherfucking Loud Podcast, motherfucker. Yo, what up? Loud Talk Podcast. Ace Dawn over here. And to my left, I have greatness as fuck. That's right, you heard. Greatness as fuck. What's going on, bro?
I'm all right, fam. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm here chilling, man.
We out here.
Glad to have you here. Been wanting to have you on. I'm glad that we could create a schedule where you could come on. We're going to talk about a lot of good things. But first, I always want to shout out our sponsors. So shout out to Hustle Killer and Goat House Studio. And make sure you check out the website, www.hustlekiller.com. And make sure you search around, find some items. Hey, even go on the Loud Talk Podcast in my link tree and shop around, find some gear, let us know. Thank you to our sponsors always. And if you need any studio time, please make sure you holler at Goat House Studios. So with that being said, how you doing? How you feeling today? You good?
Man, I feel like a champion.
Chilling?
I'm uplifted, as they say.
Are you? So I like to get every episode familiar with who you are, so people know who you are, where you're from. So where are you from?
Originally I'm a Cambridge kid. I'm from the port area of Cambridge.
Cambridge, what up? Okay.
Cambridge, stand up.
Right, and now you reside somewhere else though, right?
Yeah, I live in the sticks. I live out of New Bedford.
Oh, shout out to New Bedford. So that's kind of like a difference. They're both like cities, right? But
yeah, it's night and day.
Okay.
It's just night and day.
So you're not in the city part then?
I am in the city part.
Okay. There's a lot of like fishing and shit that goes down
there
and stuff, right? Yeah, I'm a little familiar with New Bedford. Y'all be wilding out there, that's a fact. So I originally got to meet you, come across you, you know, when we met, I'm pretty sure it was, were you on the first Big Bag Theory tour? No, you weren't?
Yes.
Yes, you were, okay. So that's how I first met you. So I seen you perform a few times, but then I noticed that you were in like ciphers and doing freestyles and stuff like that, and you even take it to like battles and stuff like that, because I seen you battle before. How long have you been like doing that, like circuit, running the ciphers, the freestyles, the battles?
Honestly, like I started in ciphers. out here in Malden back in, I want to say it was like 2011, with the Soulcore Productions, DJ Nomadic. Shout out to Soulcore Productions.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to DJ Nomadic. And then around 14, 15, I was introduced to the Rec Shop movement. Shout out to the Rec Shop.
Shout out to Rec
Shout
Shop.
out Justice Born.
Okay.
And as years progressed, then I came across Bridgeside Cypher,
yes.
Cambridge Hip Hop.
Yep.
Shout out Bridgeside Cypher.
Shout out Bridgeside.
Shout out Cambridge Hip Hop.
Yes, sir.
Aaron King, Gio Da Vinci, Just Jill. And ever since then, I've just been kind of like jumping around when ciphers were available.
Right.
Because I love the raw essence of hip hop and like the originality, like seeing people just like, you know, give you an image drawn from their perspective into your mind. I think it's such a beautiful thing.
It is.
I feel like it captivates the essence of hip hop.
For sure.
And yeah, man, just a couple years back, I started to throw a couple of ciphers, and just recently, I paired up with Hustle Killer. Woo. Shout out to Hustle Killer.
Let's go.
Also J Plus. Shout out to J Plus.
Yes, sir.
And we threw a cipher here last weekend.
Okay.
It was dope.
Okay.
All the lyricists came out and they had heavy bars.
Right. And
very impressive.
Like those Bridgeside ciphers, and when you guys do the stuff like outside and stuff like that, it really gives it a whole nother like essence versus, you know, it's cool when we do it like, you know, inside a building or something. Like when you're outside with a mic stand outside and get the bridge behind you and skaters and stuff, and that is really, that's the most that I've seen in recent times. That raw, like, essence, that feeling of like ciphering and people out there just really giving it their all and spitting from the head, like you said, and creating like images from nowhere, because like, you know, kind of like outsiders, you guys like, you know, canvas, you know what I'm saying, and like paintbrushes, you guys words coming out, you know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
I think that's a really good thing, and you guys.
It's funny because with Rec Shop, we used to rap in the Orange Line downtown train station.
Yeah.
So some of us had a time when the trains were coming by.
Yep.
So like we can still spit, but not be interfered by the the track sounds or like the opening of the doors and like the body is just like
voice and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what's up, because I even remember seeing those a while ago, and I was like, yo, that's pretty interesting. I've seen people do like music videos or maybe do like a freestyle on camera down there, but I didn't see anybody actively down there with like a mic spitting in a cipher. You know what I mean? So I think that has came a long way from. It's been what, 3 years since the first time I seen about 3 years.
Yeah, that's been about 3 years.
Yeah, about 3 years, and
since we encountered each other the first time.
Yeah. And you guys definitely came like a long way. So the name Greatness, so your name's Greatness as fuck, not to be confused with anybody else that has that name. So how did you actually get that name?
It's funny because so my name is spelled Greatness ASF, and Greatness ASF actually stands for Greatness All Star Fresh, which is actually my brand with my brother. Shout out to my brother. Like we've been just trying to build something creative for the arts and for the artists.
Right.
And so I was going off of Greatness ASF, but when I was at the Big Bag Theory tour this season,
yes, sir,
I shouted out, my name's Greatness ASF, and someone in the audience was like, yo, that's greatness as fuck. And I was like, we're going with that.
Yes.
I am greatness as fuck now going forward. So literally, so it's just,
so it was created.
It was organically.
So what was your rap, your music name before that?
So my rap name before Greatness as fuck was actually Me Shaft.
Okay. Oh yeah, right. Wow, how quickly I forgot that was your rap name before, because now I remember it. That's crazy. So you're going to be performing October 24th, right? This weekend.
Yep. And out of New Hampshire. Yep. Yo, shout out to the 603 Bar and Grill.
Shout out.
We've been shutting it down with the Hustle Killer whole vibe.
Yes, sir.
For multiple shows, and this show is going to be extra special. It's going to be my brother Nico's birthday, so we going all out for his birthday,
yes,
man. It's gonna be spicy. You don't want to miss it, so definitely be a part of it if you're available, and if you're not available, become available,
right? Because
it's something that you're gonna wish you didn't miss.
Yeah, for sure, and it's gonna be a birthday bash. I don't think New Hampshire's ready for that.
Facts.
So, I heard one of your songs. Well, it's one of you guys' most famous songs, My Lingo. Which features Rez and Danny P, right?
Yeah, Rez and Danny G.
Danny G, excuse me, Danny G. So that song kind of like caught a little traction. Like I was hearing it all over the place, and people getting familiar with it. And
yeah, honestly, that song's a banger, man. Like, it was a beautiful collaboration, because it was funny that I met. Another cipher that I went to a lot too, the Freestyle Clinic.
Okay, shout out to the Freestyle Clinic.
Sorry that I forgot one of the most important ones, because that's where I met Noza Rez. That's where I met Danny G Preach and a lot of other incredible artists. Shout out to SETI for throwing the Freestyle Clinics, because literally like at that place we came up with this idea for that My Lingo song.
Yeah.
Where like Rez was rapping in Spanish, I was rapping in Portuguese. And I already had ideas to do songs with Danny because he was a dope singer.
Right.
And like I found out that he can also write and perform in Creole because he's Haitian.
Right.
And I thought that was super impactful. And like we came up with the idea of why don't we do a song that unifies all three of our languages, but also has English in it. So it'll be the first ever 4-language track. And it has created a lot of traction.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's definitely very catchy, especially the hook. Shout out to Rez and Danny G. Do you have any new songs you're getting ready to release?
Yeah, actually I did a song recently with Nico Hustle himself.
Shout out to Nico Hustle, baby. You already know.
That Rasta song is coming out soon.
Okay.
And I actually have a lot of songs in the works that I'm gonna sign up to go to the Goat House studio.
Okay.
And actually
please do
lay everything out. It's about to be an interesting journey.
Yes, for sure.
It's about to be an interesting journey.
So when did you start to like do music like officially when you knew like, oh, I definitely want to do this? Like, this is something I want to do.
It's been interesting because it's been like a bumpy road with the music because like I started rapping at like 12.
And how old are you now?
I'm 37.
Okay, 37. Right.
And like it's funny because when I was rapping at 12, like I wanted to be Jamaican for some reason. I thought that like reggae was the thing to do. But like I couldn't do that because that wasn't me, you know?
Right.
I kind of took a break, came back at 18, 17, 18, my high school year.
Yeah.
Took a break again, and since 25 to 32, I was figuring it out.
Yep.
And 32 on to now, I've been just
going.
Just trying to hit every scene, be available, make myself available, stay healthy, more than anything else, so I can be visible to everyone. Because a lot of
you do what you love.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if you aren't taking care of yourself and you're not like giving your body the right fuel, the last thing you need is to be out of commission because you're just under the weather. Then you miss out on people hearing you. You miss out on opportunities that can build to either more dope shit. Like
meet more dope people and take it to another level. You into any shows right now? You watching anything? You a Netflix guy, Hulu guy? Have you seen the BMF series, anything like that?
Nah, actually, I haven't watched BMF. I actually just saw. I'm heavy on the Wu-Tang series.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Isn't it such a dope show?
Yo, that show's dope. That show's really dope. Because of that series, I've actually looked into more of the archives of the Wu-Tang story, and I've been actually looking at more documentaries, individual biographies.
The rap group Wu-Tang or the original Asian films Wu-Tang?
The rap group itself.
Okay, yeah.
Well, actually, it's funny because when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of those movies too.
Yeah, karate movies.
Yeah, I was so into that.
I love karate movies.
Man,
I still like karate movies. I don't care.
Absolutely.
They're lit. All my dudes like Jackie Chan and Jet Li, and obviously I grew up. I loved Bruce Lee when I was younger. So.
Oh, absolutely. Same here, man.
But watching that series really does kind of jumpstart something inside of you to like want to go harder because you think you're going hard, but then you watch like how they were doing it. And they had to physically bring their music to these stores and to labels and places like that. And I think it's good for the younger generation to see the struggles of the most famous rap group of all time. You know what I mean? So where they were to where they are now. But I wanted to ask you if you've seen it. So are you up to date on it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I just watched the most recent episode.
I'm horrible. I watched it at like midnight on Tuesday night.
Oh, okay.
Literally, like right when it's ready.
Sleepy. Oh,
like right when it's ready.
Yeah, like immediately, like how people were doing with Power.
Yeah, I'm a fiend for that shit, man.
You watch Power?
I watched a little bit of it, but that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I also don't have that channel, so
okay.
I have the Fire Stick, but
yeah.
I don't really care to even like hack it to use
Stars,
for that channel. You know what I'm saying?
Because you pretty much already know what's going on. The internet won't let you.
Other dope documentaries I watched the Rough Riders documentary.
Oh, I didn't see
that was
that.
a fire
What's
one.
That on?
That was it's probably available on YouTube now, but it was lit. It explained like the whole buildup of like from when the pioneers found Swiss, found DMX, found the other members, how they pulled the locks
Drag
from
on and all those
guys. And like how they just built that family. Also watched the docuseries on Master P and No Limit.
Ooh.
That one really like took me to a special place.
Yeah, because a lot of people, unless you knew at that time, Master P had a lot of money, and he was doing a lot. He was putting a lot of people on, and like his flow and their whole flow and stuff wasn't considered anything like elite. You know what I mean, lyricism, but their presence was so crazy. Anytime you seen that tank. No Limit tank, either on a shirt or on people had them in chains. He's a very successful man, very successful family. And you like that? You liked watching that?
Oh yeah, that was powerful.
Yeah, what did you take from that?
I took from it how special it was for a black man with his brothers creating a movement off of just pure ambition and drive, and what he did for the community.
Yeah,
like between what he did for the children to how he tried to. He was like one of the original people that like try to build schools, try to
Yeah,
build
you did.
new apartment complexes for like those areas of
Right.
like poverty and
Yeah.
like that were like unfortunately didn't have the essentials like a lot of other areas would have.
Yeah.
So he definitely bridged the gap in that. And I thought that was powerful. And like, I'm all about how can I help build up the community, assist the community. So to watch something like that in that era, it just gives you the feeling like KG said, anything's possible.
Right.
Anything is possible.
And he also
could do it.
He also tried out for the Charlotte Hornets, and like he was on I think he got like a 7-day contract or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
He was also on the Raptors. He played with Vince Carter.
did he?
Yeah.
The Raptors too. Wow. So that documentary, I think a lot of younger people, and not just younger people, everybody should watch it because that's very inspirational. His story. They need to make like a movie, not a doc, like a movie, like how they're doing with everybody else. That'll be amazing. So I wanted to ask you, since your name's Greatness, what does it take in your eyes to be great? Like when you think about greatness, not you like Michael Jordan or something like that, something like greatness. What do you think it takes to be great?
He said like Jordan. That's like number one on my list right there too.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally feel what it takes to acquire your own greatness and to be great in other people's eyes is just consistency.
Yep.
Your individuality, of your drive, of your pinpointing dreams that make sense long term and short term,
Realistic,
but
yeah.
also like checking each box off as you're moving up the ladder, and just not being like a dick, not like throwing it in people's faces, like being humble.
Yeah.
Because that allows more assistance, more support, which will also give you more energy and give you more will to like feel like today might not be the day, but I know I got all these people that got my back that know I can achieve this, and that might be that difference maker that makes you excel to that next level for that day, and all those little days add up to what you achieved by the end of the year, which could be incredible.
So just hard work,
Mm-hmm.
consistency, dedication, and believing in yourself. And I think it's really important that you said pinpoint like a realistic goal. You know what I mean? That you can reach to. Start with small goals, and then achieve your big goals eventually. But I think that was a great answer. And I also wanted to ask you, like, this is another like life question. Like, you said you're 37. I'm 39.
Mm-hmm.
So, what?
Oh, brother, you look like you're 21. Stop playing.
Nah, not even. What would be like some advice to your younger self? You could talk to your like 18-year-old self right now, and like, what I mean? What would be like your main advice to your younger self?
My main advice would be to tell myself to believe in myself.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, it's funny that like I went on a music rampage at 21.
Okay.
And I created about 11 songs individually, multiple songs with another rapper, and we went so hard that year and then did nothing.
Right.
Because I didn't believe in myself. And like everyone was telling me at that time, they were like the music you're writing isn't for now. It's something that can be played always.
Yeah.
But hearing that wasn't what I was seeing. Because I had an experience at 21 when I got booed off the stage over at Fisher College. Shout out to Fisher College for booing me off the stage.
Fisher College. I used to have a Fisher College t-shirt. That's funny.
And it's funny because that experience kind of like knocked me down and made me feel like maybe I shouldn't do this.
And how long ago was that?
That was in 2005.
2005. Yeah. People were still like riding Eminem's nuts, and if you weren't that, you know what I mean, you were getting booed. But hey, I even Eminem got booed.
Right.
Off stage a few times, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that gave you eventually to where you're at now the confidence to.
Yeah, it gave me the want to hone more on my craft, and I was a big fan of freestyling because I feel like I was able to write and I had that down packed, but the freestyling was so shaky.
Yeah.
So if somebody was like I had a chance where I met Killer Priest.
Oh.
And it was random ciphers that I was going to back in the day, and then he was like, "Yo, spit a 16," and then like I spit a written, but at that point of spitting the written, he called me out. He was like, "That's a written."
Killer Priest.
And I was like,
out? "Whoa!"
And I was trying to live a lie.
Hold on, Killer Priest.
Yeah.
Called you out.
Yeah.
Yo, that is hilarious.
And I was trying to live a lie, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not freestyle that right now."
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, then, if that you freestyle that right now, spit something else."
Yep.
And he had me recorded on his camera, and I was just like,
my God.
I was like, fuck, trying to remember something else, and then I was like, you know what? Let me freestyle. But at that point, I wasn't confident within my own freestyle.
Freestyling, yeah.
So then off rip, he was like, see, I knew you can do that again. You can duplicate what you just did. Because I knew that was a written.
Right.
And ever since then, I was like, never again. Never again, I will not be prepared.
Priest. Hey, Killer Priest, if you ever see this, what you probably won't. You helped this man become who he is now. So that was probably good advice because I know he's serious about his craft.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very lyrical dude. I used to listen to him back in the day with the Woo. Is that the like first celebrity you ever met? Well, celebrity. I wouldn't call him a celebrity, but you know, somebody that has had fame at one time.
I want to say maybe yeah. I mean, I met somebody that had fame overseas when I was younger.
Right.
But it wasn't for rap purposes. It was just for music purposes.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. I want to switch gears, and I asked one of our previous guests, I can't really remember what it was, but we got into food, and I was asking him, like, prefer a home-cooked meal or your favorite restaurant or whatever. Now, are you into, like, any fast food at all? I'm a fast food junkie, unfortunately. Or you more like a healthy eater, or I know people nowadays is all veganed up and.
Nah, I'm not a healthy eater. I should do better. I'm not a fast food junkie, but I'm a product of my habitat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, whatever's available close to you.
Yeah, like
right.
Especially if it's like, those long drives, like, I don't want to go after the McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's.
But it's what's quick.
But it's what's quick, and sometimes it's what's open on a late night.
And it'll be like multiple of them as you're driving, so you can choose. So, all right.
So trash.
So,
but I would prefer.
Wait, let me ask you, Burger King? Do you like Burger King?
I prefer
McDonald's
Wendy's.
or Wendy's, I was going to say.
Yeah,
Wendy's?
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't like Wendy's. Why does everybody love Wendy's?
Yo, the chicken nuggets on point, bro.
That's what my wife says. She will make me drive. There's been one time it was like real late. She made me drive all the way somewhere and get Wendy's nuggets. I love Burger King though. Burger King reigns supreme. I don't care what anybody says. The burgers are better. The fries are better. I don't know about the nuggets because I don't eat nuggets. But they have better shakes and all that. You don't have like a go-to like when you go to Wendy's. You go straight to the nuggies.
Nah, I'm simple. I just get the 4 for 4. I don't go for anything spicy.
Nah. Oh man.
I mean, if I do decide to get something, I'll get like the chicken sandwiches, cause like I like the chicken sandwiches.
Right. And speaking of food, we also would like to do a podcast in a restaurant, if that would be cool with anybody. So if anybody out there is watching, you know anybody, or you have a restaurant where we could come, highlight your food as we talk over the food and do an interview, real quick and short, quiet, nothing crazy. Definitely let us know. Hit up the Loud Talk inbox. I want to talk about real quick. I'm going to end it off with the battle that you had over here.
Can I talk a little more about the food?
Yeah, of course.
So,
let's keep going.
It's kind of funny that want to say 13, I got a job working at Felipe's Taqueria over at Harvard Square. And I started off as a dishwasher, and I slowly, in a year's span, migrated from wash dishes to helping prep food to working on the line, rolling up burritos.
Oh, nice.
It's funny because I was like one of the few bros that lasted in that job because I could speak Spanish.
Yep.
And like, it was an experience. Like, it was eye opening. But through that, I got a chance to work at a restaurant that was next door to it called the Breet Brasserie.
Okay.
And working there, I was a line cook, doing high-end food, learning how plating and all that other stuff, like
the official way, yeah.
Had a chef that was like, this isn't good, and like breaking plates type of shit. So like we were all like on our like felt like we were working for Gordon Ramsay.
Right,
It was dope.
Say Gordon Ramsay.
And like a sous chef that I had at that time always used to say to us that like, I don't look at you guys as line cooks. Like, you guys are actual chefs,
right?
Because you guys can take care of running this kitchen if one of us aren't here.
Wasn't there, yeah.
And one of the chefs actually gave me opportunities sometimes to run the line, and through that opportunity, I actually had a small stint of running the Thunder Road Bistro right across from Market Basket in Somerville. I was the head chef over there for like about 3 or 4 months.
So you have a passion for cooking in the restaurant industry.
I'm very familiar with the kitchen.
Yeah.
I have crustacean allergy, but I can still prepare and cook lobster, shrimp. I never make crab, so
you can't eat it.
No, I can't eat it.
Lobster?
No, I can't eat it.
No shellfish, nothing.
Nah, no bottom feeders. But I can eat octopus, which is weird.
Octopus, I never.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, I can eat octopus, but I can't eat like shrimp, lobster, snail, crab. I just can't.
So, he has a passion for cooking. If there's any dope restaurants out there that want to give my man the good pay, because he's not coming unless he gets the good money, definitely hook him up. I was going to talk about the battle, but you know what? I really want to switch gears.
This is what I'm going to do.
We know about the battle, but I want to talk about life, you know? I was scrolling through your page, and I seen a picture with you and your mom. And it looked like, and by the caption, that mom is really like a big cornerstone and inspiration in your life. So I was going to say what's your biggest life inspiration, but I can almost guarantee that it's your mom.
Yeah, man, like, you know, honestly, yeah, man, my mom's dope. My mom's dope. My mom immigrated to this country in the 70s, and couldn't speak a lick of English, and like, you know, hooked up with my dad. I have no idea how they met each other, and still to this day, like, it sucks because my dad's now gone, you know, God rest his soul.
Right.
But I have no idea how they actually like connected.
Yeah.
And like, my mom did a lot of dope shit in like her world and her life. Like, she ran more than 10 hair salons in a span of like 15 years.
Wow.
And she like made it to Hollywood, made a record, performed for like high execs, like had an opportunity to go on tour, but she gave birth to me, and that just took away her dreams.
No, not at all.
But like,
I don't believe that.
So like, she did so many dope things, and like, she was the head of the carnival for the Cambridge Carnival for like damn near 20 years, because she used to always go to all the Cambridge festivals,
like the Caribbean Carnival, or
the Caribbean Carnival. The Caribbean Carnival.
Okay, right.
So she went to the Caribbean Carnival, and then the World's Fair and other festivals that they had in Cambridge, wearing the full Brazilian gown and dancing the whole nine. And a couple years back, they gave her an award recognizing her and appreciating her for like, you know, like just always impacting the carnival. Yeah, my mom's had better days. She's all right now. She had a rough patch. Kind of dealt with a lot of craziness with COVID.
Yep.
And like, kind of the long story short, she lives closer to me now. She no longer lives in Cambridge.
Okay.
You know, I just gotta. I'm more a part of her world than I was before. Good. Because unfortunately, because of health and things that have occurred, she just can't be alone.
Right.
So you know, like
some care.
Yeah.
Well, I could see that she's very special to you. She's very passionate and almost emotional about it.
Yeah. There's certain things I don't want to I don't want to talk about.
Well, you know, I just want to bring some, you know, some emotions.
But I will say this though. There's this song that I did. Everyone has heard it. Fika Nushong, and I've performed it a lot. Like the chorus, I always say Cambridge.
Oh yeah,
Fika
yeah.
Nushong.
Yeah.
And like.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So
that one.
that first verse is actually
About
one of her songs that she did when I was a kid.
Really?
And I took it and I chopped it up and I threw in a couple other phrases in Portuguese and I redid the verse in her honor.
Wow.
So her music could carry on through me.
See?
Because she didn't have a
So when
chance
she
to
had you
know, get to that level that she wanted to. And I was like, I got you, Mom. Like, I'll figure out how to still keep your music relevant.
right.
And like a couple years back, it's funny because my mom like can freestyle in Portuguese, but
Really?
unfortunately now, because of how things went in her world,
Yeah.
she's unable to.
Okay.
But it was so fire, bro. I really wish I had that recorded.
Like a video or something, right?
Yeah, man, because she went like 4 minutes straight. I was so impressed and so taken away from it. I was like, wow, like you're doing this now.
That's your mom, right? To be looking at it like that's my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to moms, man. So, all right. Well, you did battle really quick. I want to talk about the battle that we had here when you were supposed to battle someone that didn't show up. Remember that? So fortunately, we found out what the real situation was, and are you going to be battling? You looking forward to battling again? Are you going to battle again?
Yeah, honestly.
Would you battle again?
I absolutely will battle again. I'm looking forward to it. It was a experience the first time around because like I battled one of my mans,
Right.
and like I was like,
Paranoia?
yeah, that's my man's
trying to
right
get you on the
there.
show, baby. What up?
And like, don't get it twisted. Other homie I was in a battle too. Like everyone that was there, like I'm cool with, and it's nothing but respect and nothing but love.
Right.
And like, you know, it was just a different experience, like, because I've done battles in my past, but it was never 3 rounds. It was like 1 round. And it's like, okay, you got this or you got that. Like, so I had like a little bit of experience, but now that I did that, like, I'm hungry.
Right.
I want to do it again.
Well, we're gonna be looking.
And I'm gonna destroy whoever I battle, and whoever comes my way, I will battle you. I don't give a flying fuck. Let's get it.
Not one.
Yo, sign up for these HK battles because we want to make this
and
a series.
Shows too.
We want to make this a competition, and yo, you get paid. You get paid to battle. Why not?
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Simple.
And at the end of the day, it's all about giving you a platform to talk your shit.
If you can talk your shit.
Right.
Well, greatness as fuck. I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. And where can they find you online? Can you give me Instagram?
Absolutely. My Instagram is at greatnessasf617. I also want to give a shout out to my brand with me and my brothers. Shout out to All Star Fresh. We're doing some dope shit right now. This past weekend, we paired up with brands such as Hustler Killers,
Yes.
J Plus, as well as Arts Underground. We managed 4 shows in 4 days, which was like I can't even tell you that experience. Like all the support from artists, all the support from other brands. Like thank you. It was like to have the dream come into fruition. I can't even speak on how amazing that experience was. But we're going to be doing more dope things with more brands, continuing to do dope things with Hustler Killer. I'm a host for hire. I make flyers for hire.
He makes songs too.
I do songs. Like, I ain't going to ghostwrite. Get your fucking writing up.
Right. So thank you so much. And if you want to contact him, hit him on Instagram. Like he said, he does hosting. He does songs. Shout out to our sponsors, Go House Studio, and who else?
Hustle Killer!
And we'll see you for the next episode. We are out of here, baby.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom.